Welcome back to Held Accountable Podcast. I'm Brandon.
I'm Mitch, and today we're going to talk about the good, bad, and ugly of public land hunting,
Yes. Yes.
and what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, what to do, what not to do, what should you do, what can you do, what can't you do? Um, just the nitty gritty of it, man. Because it just seems to me, no matter who's telling the story, the guy going in is always right before
That's
the
right.
guy that beat him there. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, man, there's a lot of avenues here to go. Where do you want to start it?
I think we should start it. Let's just start it with just the whole because we just did a trail cam podcast. I think we should
Mhm.
just stay in that lane for now and just
Sure.
maybe talk about trail cam etiquette on public land.
Sure. Yeah. Moral conduct, I guess what's legal. And then, what's ethical, what's right. Maybe that's a good way to go. Um, so maybe I'll lead it off. Let's say, Engel, you're rolling into some public in Alberta.
Yeah.
That's typically Crown. Lots of different avenues and stuff. Grazing lease land because everybody thinks that they own grazing lease and the owner thinks it's private, and so that's a controversial thing right there alone.
Yeah.
Let's say you roll in and boom, you stumble upon a camera. Let me ask you, what are you gonna do about that? What's your first thoughts? What goes through your head?
Um, First thoughts is well, just obviously someone's got their eye on that piece of property, and in all honesty, I don't really touch other people's stuff on public land. I'll usually
No,
just smile, wave, and keep on my way.
there you
It's not
go.
going to deter me from hunting by any stretch, but um, I'm not the guy to go in there and check SD cards and
No,
no, I don't do that.
I've done it.
I'll just roll on by and keep keep doing what I'm doing.
That's good because I've done it. So I'm like, uh, if I got my card reader and there's a guy's camera there, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I've done it.
Yeah,
And it's not out of a disrespect thing. I've done it out of like first off, it's public land. Um, in my moral code, I'm not going to sit there and tamper with photos and put them on my phone and then delete the card or delete the photos or like it's information
for
and
sure.
truth be told, it, it's kind of hypocritical, but if I leave my camera, no, I don't want somebody looking at it because you think it's yours and it's your little haven, but the truth is it's not. It's everybody's access. You put it up there. Somebody wants to read it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as you don't go any further, don't take the card, don't delete stuff. You know,
Yeah,
I think that's really greasy. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's illegal to do. I don't think so.
yeah. I don't.
But
I don't know the. I don't know the whole. Yeah, I feel like as long as you're not vandalizing cameras
yeah,
or stealing stuff, like
yeah, breaking stuff and having a hissy fit because somebody else is there.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I struggle with that one because I know personally, like I don't really carry a card reader on me at all times unless I'm strictly doing camera missions.
right.
Um, so for me, like, it doesn't even cross my mind, and, um, yeah, I don't know, I just feel like right, wrong, or indifferent, I wouldn't really want people pulling SD cards on my cameras if they come across them, so I just don't do that
Yeah.
for other people. That's just my own
No,
personal choice.
no, dude, 100%. I think that's fair. Absolutely. Like, it's not like I do this all the time. Um, to be honest, the only couple times I've done it is like when I was on a trip. I'm away from home. come across the camera, it's in a spot that you're hunting and curiosity gets you. It's like, I wonder what's on there, you know? Wonder
Right.
what's actually back here. And truth be told, the one time I'm thinking about specifically, I was elk hunting with a guy and anyways, long story short, saw this camera and checked it, looked at it. But his camera was dead. So who knows how long it was actually there for. I didn't look at timestamps and stuff, but got the information I was looking for. Yeah, I confirmed there's been elk in here. There's elk around. That's cool. Um, put some batteries in it for him, turned it back on, and there you go. Now his camera's working, like,
Right.
um, I think, was it you and I, in old Buzzville there? I think we came across a camera on the border of the fence and we fixed
Yeah.
it, right? It was all freaking cockeyed. So we put it back in place and stuck the antenna back out. And I mean, I think that's just kind of like that's a common courtesy thing, I think. And if
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna go
think
as
so
far
too.
as you're gonna go as far as reading the card, be respectful.
Yeah.
Uh, that's kind of how I see it. Because who knows, dude? Who knows how many people have looked at my cards? I have no idea.
Right. Especially if you don't have cell cameras.
Yeah,
You
it's hard
know.
to do on a cell cam because I mean, not really. You see the camera, maybe you're out of the view. You come up from behind it, but usually you get pictures of cases open and stuff. But
Yeah.
um, of course, unless they delete them. But I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Like that's yeah. I don't know how I fully feel about it. I just know what I've done, and I know what I wouldn't want done, and I've actually been probably a victim to more cameras being stolen, damaged, and broken than anything good ever coming from it.
That's true. You're not
Yeah,
wrong there. You've had some pretty piss poor luck in the last couple years with trail cameras, that's for sure.
brutal. Yeah, like landowners taking it.
Yeah.
Um, that one fired me up. Holy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, anyways, that was well, if you're from Alberta, you understand grazing lease. Um, they think it's theirs, and it's not. They rent it, and then it's public into certain dates. And yeah, anyways, just treats it like it's theirs. Gave some favor to some other hunters that were doing the things that nobody else was allowed to do. Tried telling me no cell cams. I think there's a gray area there that they might be able to. I can't remember. Like grazing lease, there's a lot of gray areas, but the worst part was he takes it off the tree, sticks it in his side by side, and I call him out on it, and he doesn't admit it. Give him two opportunities to leave it in the ditch at a specific tree, and I'll come get it. And drove out there twice, and he didn't do it. Um, yeah, pretty greasy in my opinion, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. He's got to face his own convictions at whatever point,
Yep.
and move
100%.
on. Whatever. It's an $80 camera. I'm taking the risk every time I put one out anyway. So
Exactly. Yeah. That's partially why, like, from your experiences, I try to bury mine as deep as I possibly can.
learn
So I don't have
from
to d
me.
so I don't have to deal with that crap.
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah, right. It's like yeah, it's like catch 22. Thankfully, like I haven't had it happen. I haven't had anything tampered with now in the last year. Seems like a long time because
Mhm.
it was like every year for 4 years something happening.
That's right.
Um, yeah, yeah, cameras being taken. You see the GPS marker, then it shuts off, and you're like, where is it? And the worst part is they don't even turn them back on. So it's like,
What was the point?
what was the point of this? I don't even understand. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
what was gained? Are you scaring me from hunting here? Because you're not, But yeah, so right, wrong, I don't know. Is it right to check cards? I don't know.
I think it's a very personal opinion, and I
Yeah,
think whatever you do, I I don't know, I don't wanna sound like I'm the freaking ethics police here, but I just, like, I think it boils down to whatever you're gonna do, whether that's checking cards, not checking cards, you know, whatever that looks like for you, just if you would be okay with it happening to your camera, I think it's probably fair game to happen to like, to do that to someone's
Yeah,
camera, public land. Whether that's checking the card, walking away,
yeah,
smiling and moving on, or what
waving
have
at the
you.
camera or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I'm turning to that point now that like because you guess I
Obviously
think you
obviously, I just wanna caveat that by saying, like, it's not cool to steal people's stuff and vandalize
no,
stuff like that. That's not what we're trying to get at, but
no, absolutely not. I think you're scum of the earth if you do, and you need to go look in the mirror.
yeah.
And I don't care if that makes anybody upset. Like that's not cool. Um, it's even worse when you know who's doing it,
Yeah. Exactly.
right? And then you have the moral code to not even, shame post them or try to call it out because it'll just get worse, and then it actually ruins the hunting ground on public land, and then hunters are fighting hunters, and that's a terrible spot to be in. Like, you know, it's a pretty valuable resource we want to keep, and that's the last thing we need to do is fight over crap. It's just that's the thing that I think that's the thing that bugs me the most about public land is like, of course, like when you roll into a spot, you want to think that it's you. Like, oh man, I just found this killer spot. Well, if you found it, somebody else did. Let's just be real. Like,
More often than not, yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yeah, and maybe it is deep. Maybe you're deep in there. Maybe you're in some nasty crap. But people have been there before. They just
Yeah,
might not be willing to hunt it again. There's a difference.
for
Like,
sure.
and then to think that it's yours and yeah, I don't know if it's like the one example is like Northwest there, um, with my brother putting the same spot right in the sugar bowl and just putting out cams for intel. We're not trying to find and track the biggest bowl and like we're looking for information. How often are they using this water source? And just stuff like that. Just looking at
Right.
just numbers. How many cows are in here to bulls? How many bulls come on and show up? Stuff like that. And I'll be bold enough to say I'm not going to say who, but there's an outfitter in there just mucking it up, man. And he's stolen a couple carts from my brother. Um,
Didn't he bust some antennas or something and, like,
yeah, makes it look like elk were eating antennas.
or a bear was mucking on it?
Very well. That was the latest one. Yeah, that was the latest one. We me, him, and Tyler Slager there on the blood trail. We were managed to get that morning hunt in and went to go. And Ty's like, wow, we should go check that camera. I haven't had anything reporting from it forever, and I'm kind of bothers me because I had a 12 volt, right? It shouldn't be dead.
Yeah.
And yeah, we stumbled upon that one, and we're still actively hunting, right? So I'm giggling already because you know me with water. I'm splashing and making elk sounds every time I see water, every time. So
Right.
I'm doing my thing and sounding like a couple of cows with a bull, and then I hear my brother Ty, and he's freaking bear got it. That's why it wasn't working. And then I think Slager he kind of peeked over and he's like, nope. So the lock was broke off, the clasp was broke off. Um, Battery was unhooked, but made it look like a bear hit it, and the SD card was gone. Well,
I don't
last
think
I checked, bears don't take SD cards. So
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
yeah. So um, worst part is, like I said, we know who it is. Um, yeah, just it's just greasy, Like we're all there to do the same thing, and sure, you're trying to make a living at it, and I think you should be upholding the code of some ethics there the most. I wouldn't even care if an outfitter was checking my cameras, dude. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just keep my SD card in it. Don't delete stuff. Like it's
Just
fair
move on.
game. If you leave it out, I think you just run that risk. I think that's part of the game.
For sure.
And I'm starting to come that way because I used to get a little possessive. Like, I used to get really bothered by that. And it's mainly because of, um, how could you put that? Kind of like your own insecurities, I guess, in a way, right? Of just the process, and you finally find a spot and you're like, yeah, this is the one. And then it's tampered with, or you find out somebody else is there and you almost get a little jealous. And it's like, no, that's not the way it should be. We should be celebrating things. We should,
Yeah.
in a way, would it be too far to say, like, if this could be like a silent standard that guys just started putting phone numbers in their cameras and stuff? Like, is that, do you think that could be a thing? Like, guy sends me a text, hey man, found your camera. All right,
I
yeah,
mean,
you're in here too. Okay, sounds good. What are you after? Oh, did you
yeah.
see that buck? You know what I mean? Like, what's your game plan? What are you going for? Because I don't want to step on your toes. And then,
Yeah.
respond likewise. I don't want to step on yours. So how often do you hunt? And
Doesn't I'm pretty sure Dan Staten does that, doesn't he? He runs like his name
um,
or his cameras. Pretty sure
yeah,
he
he does
does.
actually. Because I just ironically I just listened to his. It was catered specifically to trail cameras in the mountains. He
Oh
had a
yeah.
stealth cam guy on and stuff. But yeah, he started putting names and numbers, his name and number right on it in his cameras. And actually, I didn't mind the way he approaches stuff now. The cameras he really doesn't want touched. He'll put a cable lock on it. He's like, if somebody wants to really get after it, they're gonna cut it, but they got to work for it at least.
Well, and
Um,
doesn't he put them like 12 feet in the air? Like you got to scale
uh,
trees basically to get them.
I
Like
uh,
he'll hike in with a
think you're
couple
right.
sticks and like hang them high. I've
I
seen
think
him do
you're
that.
right. Yeah, yeah,
That's the other thing too.
yeah,
Like if you really don't want, like there's ways to like mitigate your risk when it comes to if you feel like you're in a spot where things may get tampered with or whatever, like there's ways to mitigate that risk too, right? By like
yeah. You got to do
packing
your
in a
own
couple
part.
sticks and putting in a screw and hanger and pointing it down, right? Or you know what I mean?
Right, right.
There's
Sure,
ways
you're not gonna
to
you're not
mitigate.
gonna get your like super glory pictures, right? Of being more at face value of the animal, but
No.
and that's kind of it kind of falls into like there's trail cams cheating and stuff like that too, because it seems I got stuck into it where I want to find the big deer and hunt the big deer, hunt the big whatever, and really it's a tool. At the end of the day, it's a tool, and
Yeah.
you're a job site guy. If you have a tool somebody else doesn't, what do? You share it. Yeah,
Right.
man, you can use it. And that's just like we're just a respect of, I think, right? And if we look at it as a tool instead of a possession, it might change people's minds on how we approach it when we see them out in the bush, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I never really thought of it like that, but
Yeah.
um I think too at the end of the day, like people can disagree with me all they want, but if you're gonna be like the jealous, possessive type of guy out on public land, like just forego it and go find some private,
Yeah.
honestly. Like
Go knock on
you
some doors.
yeah, if you can't handle someone else like sharing the bush with somebody else, it's probably just not for you.
Yeah.
I'm
Probably
just gonna
not.
leave it at that.
Probably not. But he'll tell you otherwise.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right. That's just it. It's here's one. Let's say you have a camera out and a guy plops one on a tree beside yours, right? He's like, "Hey, man, this is my land too, and I want some information. This is a good spot. I like this spot." And he
Yeah.
slaps the camera beside you. Hey, like, what's your perspective? What would you do about, like, how would you feel about that or react to that, or where do you stand on that one?
Oh man. I don't know. I'd like
Burn the
I can
tree down. Just kidding.
I can yeah. I'd go in there with a chainsaw and no, I'm just kidding.
Make it look like a
uh
windstorm kicked up and shoot the
yeah,
all.
exactly. just hinge cut it a little bit and let the wind do the rest. No, I don't know, man, like, I get it. Like, it's public land. That's not like I would be a little annoyed, but at the
Mhm.
end of the day, like, I understand it's public land, you can do whatever the hell you want. That's
Mhm.
not something I would ever do.
No,
Um, honestly,
neither.
if that happened to me, I'd probably next time I go check my camera, I'd probably just take it down and
So
probably
that's
just put it
exactly what
somewhere
I was
else.
gonna say, is, like, I would take mine down and move it, and I
And
would
then
do
check
it
his card.
based and then check his card and put some dead batteries in it.
Honestly, I'd probably know yeah. Honestly, probably knowing that there was somebody else in there, I'd probably look at, like, "Okay, now there's, like, double the pressure.
Yeah.
Where is the deer going?"
But that's exactly what I was thinking, is, like, it's actually more information for me. Now you know there's a guy there. It's not that my camera's in the same tree or beside it. I don't it's not even that would bug me. It would bug me in the fact that now another dude's in here, it's more pressure. Um, if whatever I see now he's seeing, and then it could almost create a silent competition. And I want nothing to do with that. Like, I want to be as far away from that as possible. So if that meant now I got to look outside the box
Yeah.
and create a new strategy, I think I'm way more down for spending extra time scouting and and figuring out a different plan than I would be with just leaving it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, it's I think it's kinda situational, obviously, but, yeah, I would be for sure looking for plan B, C, and D,
Hmm.
in that area versus just abandoning it, but
Yeah,
yeah, just I think it's very situational on what you do there.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I It's funny, this last spot that you and I are at, like, it's out there and out in the crown, and um, shocked we haven't actually seen any cameras, to be honest with you. But
Mhm.
who knows? Maybe the guys, maybe the people, maybe if there are, maybe they're really good at hiding. And if they are, kudos to you, good for you. Um,
Or maybe they're still coming.
or maybe they're just not even out yet. But maybe we're the crazy ones putting them out in July, June, July. But um, yeah, just shocked by that I haven't seen them. To be honest with you, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't. I totally lost my train of thought. I don't know where I was going with that. So maybe it'll come to me later. Um, so many thoughts in my head right now when it comes to public land. Um, let's
Why don't we
go.
why don't we transition away from trail cameras and talk
Yeah,
about, like, actual hunting scenarios and, like, what maybe some do's and don'ts or rights and
yeah,
wrongs when it comes to, like, in the field,
sure,
um, yeah, I don't know what the right word is, in the field, where you meet up with somebody or cross paths with somebody.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta, like, kind of mock a scenario. We kind of went through the trail cam thing. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't find one. You have some choices to make. Blah 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 blah. Let's say, the next week you're rolling in, and usually Crown Land, there's not designated places to park, but only few places to park. So you roll into, your spot, your honey hole. There's another truck there.
Mhm.
Now what? You go in? Do you not go in? Is it right to go in? Is it wrong to go in? Where
I
right? Like, there's a lot of thoughts there.
For me, so it's that's very situational for me.
Okay,
Like, and I'll kinda, like, throw a little scenario or a couple different scenarios with a couple different decisions based on the scenario at you.
sure,
So if I'm, like, an hour before, daybreak, let's say, and somebody beat me there, like, someone's just nuts and is there half an hour before me,
yeah,
I'm still walking in. I'm not ruining anybody's hunt. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm walking into, like, wherever my tree stand is or wherever I plan to hunt. If I don't see that guy, like, I'm walking in because, like, I don't know where he's at. It's dark. Like, I'm gonna just get to my stand or my blind or whatever and wait for daybreak. But if I'm, like, late and it's, like, you know, just breaking light, and I get to my spot and someone's already there, I'm probably not. That's on me. I'm holding myself accountable. I'm not gonna ruin Buddy's hunt, potentially,
Okay.
because I couldn't get my ass out of bed
I see
and
what you're
get in
saying.
their spot.
Like difference being like you're both, you're both the early bird. You're both trying to get the worm. Um, it's not an active hunting time, is what you're saying. So it's like
Correct.
I'm taking my chance. I'm going in. Hopefully, we don't even see each other.
100%.
Right. As
If
opposed
it's
to like 10 minutes before legal, you can see now maybe every movement or sound you make could potentially be because you don't know where this guy is, so it could
I don't know who this
potentially
guy is, I don't wanna
ruin his
yeah,
hunt.
yeah, like, that's kind of my initial thought on it. Um,
Yeah,
to
I
me,
can
that just
see
makes
that.
sense, but I don't know, like, I don't know what other people's stance are on it. Like,
Yeah,
I know I've been in situations where, like, you know, it is 5 minutes after legal and you see guys just tromping around
yeah.
our trucks in
Oh,
full view, like, there's no way they
straight up.
didn't see it, right? Like, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's really annoying, but, like, what do you do? It's public land.
Well, that's just it. Their argument is, and I know it because I've had the conversations. It's like, bro, you knew we were in there. It's like, oh, it's public land, man. I can go anywhere I want. Like, okay, you're right, but there's kind of a level. There's kind of a standard of like code of ethics. No,
Well,
like,
like, I would just throw it back at him. "'Kay, put yourself in my shoes, man. You were here an hour
uh,
before daylight, and then I come romping in 5 minutes after
yeah,
legal. You're not gonna be too thrilled,
no,
right?"
no. If you're like an hour or two after and there's still a truck there, I
Yeah, whatever.
personally, I'd probably go in. Um, and looking for the guy. It depends. The guy says it depends on species too. If you're elk hunting, chances are you're going to hear some elk calls, whether it's a person or elk. Like, and then and let's be honest, you can usually tell a person from a real elk most times. So it's like,
Most
oh
guys are
crap,
Doug Fluties.
yeah. So it's like, oh crap, buddy's down there. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's just back out again. Whitetail, dude, you could have a guy sitting 200 yards from you and you don't even affect each other's hunts. We experienced that with Buzz. We're
Yep,
250 yards away from each other, and we're in two entirely different hunts.
yeah,
Things that are happening for me aren't for you, and you know what I mean. Like what I'm doing or not doing isn't affecting you, and what you're doing or not doing isn't affecting me.
correct,
So I think I like deer hunting. I think you have a lot more leeway to share the land, especially. Um,
for sure. And especially it's a little different too, like, I would say if you're hunting, like, select quarters of, like, lease land, like
mm,
we experienced with Buzz,
hmm
like, I'm probably, like, a little more where it's, like, whatever, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, whatever the
hmm
heck that was, like, I'm probably gonna be, like, a little bit more, like, I don't know, sensitive to the fact that if someone's there before me, might think a little bit I might think
Yeah,
twice about it before going in,
yeah,
but if you're in, like, the deep bush and, like, you pull up to a lease that you wanna hunt and, like, someone's there, like, I'm just gonna go bomb to the next lease,
exactly.
like, I'm not gonna sit there and, like, be the guy where there's millions of
Yeah,
acres of public land and I'm gonna sit in the
I
tree
know.
next to the other guy, right? Like, I'm not
Yeah,
that just seems
start pounding
crazy,
your public land chest
right?
uh, and
I don't
go and
know, man, like
like. Well, that
well, and
actually
here's
happened that one time, right? There was a truck parked where they shouldn't have been, which
yes, that's right, I
again
remember that.
pardon my language here, pissed me off because I got to follow all these rules, but nobody else is.
That's right, and then
Like
we're the only ones hearing
it
about
was
it.
so tilted. So then, and I remember I said to you, I'm like, dude, let's just get out of here. And you're like, no, A, he's doing it wrong. B, he's on the next quarter. Let's go in there. I was like, yeah, you know what? You're actually right. So you actually pushed me a little bit out of my comfort zone. And not saying that we did it wrong. It just swayed my thoughts a little bit, which was good. It was growth for me, anyways. I just saw it differently in that moment,
For sure.
and funny, we heard him drive and he left. Like he wasn't
Not
even
like
there very long.
was like half an hour after daybreak, he was gone.
Yeah. So
Um, yeah, man, I don't know. I think too, like, and here's the other, like, you can beat your public land chest all you want. But, like, if you're gonna hunt public land, like, you should probably have 5 to 8 spots within, like, your public land area that you should hunt.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're not the guy that's like, "I only know this spot. Someone's here. I gotta go hunt it because I don't know
yeah,
anywhere else." Like,
yeah.
do
It's
your homework
mine. It's
do your
mine.
homework and, like
Yeah,
and figure it out and have alternate solutions because it's never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna have the bush to yourself. And I think it's just honestly, from my perspective, like, I think it's just kind of the right thing to do as hunters. It kind of eliminates not that potential conflict maybe
yeah,
between hunters and those potential fights where we fight amongst each other.
yeah,
Just like, I don't know, it's just a respect thing,
yeah.
honestly.
I agree.
If somebody beat me to a spot, hey
Good on
man,
you.
good on you.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, especially if it's like an isolated area where you can't come in from a different direction.
exactly.
Like if
Yeah,
you're like,
that's also
crap,
what I was gonna
this is truly the only way in. Yeah, all right, you got me.
yeah,
I'll wake up earlier next time, or
yeah,
whatever the case may be. And then at least you're putting the onus on them if they decide to even come in despite you beating them. I mean,
for sure.
um, but I'd like to actually meet. I'd like to meet up with the guy at some point. If and hey, are you going to be here a lot often? What are you doing? What are you chasing? What are you doing? Like, I want to know your details so that we can both effectively hunt this
And not screw each
and
other.
not ruin it for each other, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, like, what are your thoughts? I know I've kinda
Yeah.
taken a little bit of the mic there on that scenario, but, like,
No.
if someone's, at your spot, air quotations, on
Yeah, yeah.
public, like, what are you
My
doing?
public land spot.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, like you said, it's situational too, right? Like if it's big crown, um, actually it's not, dude. I'm pretty. I have like a line, and it's just. I'm gonna say 90%. It's just one way or the other. Um, if I see somebody beat me, I'm likely not going in. Period.
yeah,
I don't care if that was my only play that day. Uh, I would rather not. And it's just out of pure respect. I don't care if there's 4 miles squared. It's just it's just respect, and just because I wouldn't want that being done to me, that's why I don't do it. Um, perfect example is a spot for this year. Like it's limited access, so if a guy beats me, he beat me.
yeah,
And I'll just carry on and maybe go try a different corner, kind of somewhat like you said, have your ABCs and go try a different spot. And I mean, just whatever it is, what it is.
for sure.
Does it mean I'm going to be happy about it? Of course not. But
Yeah,
like, we don't need to have hissy fits. I think that's a big point. We don't have to get all hissy about it and, start shaming this guy when he's just out trying to do the same thing we're doing. So,
exactly.
um, grazing lease, I'll be honest with you, I want to stay as far away from it as I can. Just in general, because you just have no rights on grazing lease at all. Honestly, it's not in your favor. It's all in the landowner's favor, and then everybody else just thinks it's private land, and then the other guys, they think it's crown, and they don't even ask permission, and they just do what they want. It's just messy. I haven't had a good experience. Not at least maybe not in central Alberta. Down south in the prairies and rolling hills and stuff, it's a little better. There's a lot more cattle and stuff. There's a lot more.
Yep. I think down south is dependent on whether you're southeast or southwest, from what I've heard.
Well, true. If you go towards the mountains, it's probably pretty cutthroat up there.
I've
But
heard it's pretty bad too.
yeah, um, and it's still bad southeast too. Don't get me wrong, but it's not that you get privileges, from certain landowners. It's just that they've been implementing it for so many years that they only let X amount of guys in, and it's first come first serve. So if you if you crap the bed and you show up November 1st for that permission, well, sorry, there was guys in September already making a phone call. So
Right.
And it goes to the same thing. It's like driving your truck there. Somebody beat you. Oh, they called 2 months ago. They beat you. Move on.
Yeah,
Don't drive the
exactly.
perimeter hoping that you can like no stop being a moron and move on. And then like the podcast is, it's held accountable. Look at yourself in the mirror and go, you know what? I really crapped. I sucked this year. I'm gonna be better next year, and or in 4 years, whenever the tag happens. That's the worst part, especially down south. A 4 or 5 year tag, and you're showing up November 1st for permission. Like, come on, shake
Yeah,
your head a little bit. Like, try a little harder, be a little better. Um,
exactly.
so, but yeah, for me, it's cut or dry,
Separations
man.
and the preparation.
Separation and preparation. Honestly, like I know elk shape stamped that one, but it's just so true on so many levels.
It's so true.
Um, yeah, man. I just if I see a vehicle, I'm gonna leave typically. Um,
Yeah,
in an example, I didn't do it last
that's
year. Me, my brother and Slager, we didn't do it. We how did that go down? We thought we were early enough to hunt um a corner of the sugar bowl, a specific spot. It's not the whole mass, but a specific spot. Our mistake was is we went to where we wanted to bugle from. We honestly didn't need to bugle. We know that the bull is down there. We right? It's just that stupid elk hunter mentality. I gotta hear him. So we went pop the night bugle, got the response. It's like, okay, we got to boogie up to that one kind of trailhead with seismic
yeah,
line, whatever, call it a trailhead. And two guys were getting out of their truck. And it's like, ah, oh, crap. And now there's the perfect scenario. Okay, it's Crown Land. You could easily drive up to them. Hey, man, which way are you guys going? You could try that, but now you're also wasting time. So it's like, I don't remember who suggested it. Maybe my brother. I can't remember exact details. My brain's not the greatest for that stuff, but it was like, no, it was my brother. He's like, dude, no, it's not access. It's a nasty walk, but we can go like all the way around to the south, and then we can drop in, and we'll actually be closer to these bulls. And it's like, yeah, screw it, let's go. And it was basically like, and the reason we did it was is we could get there before them. So even if they knew these elk were there, it would take them 4 times the amount of time to walk that whole distance over there as it
right.
would for us to drop down and try to get a play on them. If I was on the other side of the shoe, on the other side of the coin, let's say I was the guy parked and I was there and I did my due diligence and I beat everybody. Um, and somebody else came and snuck in from another side and played those elk, would I be upset about it? No. I'd be like, holy crap, they beat us. Dang it.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
good
I
on them. They beat us.
and elk hunting's kind of a weird one too, right? It's a little different
Than deer
than deer in my opinion, where, like, I don't know, like, hunters call in hunters all the time in elk
all
hunting.
the time.
Like, it happens all the time.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, if someone beat me to a to a bull and shot it while we are trying to make a play, like, I'll be the first to be there and shake the buddy's hand. Like,
Yeah. I'd probably help them pack it out.
probably, honestly, I probably would.
Yeah. Like, I think we need more of that, man. We need more of that. Like,
Yep.
you beat me, good on you. Which bowl is it? Did you shoot the big one? And then you go, oh man, you killed Wimpy. Then they're like, that's now you created memory. Wimpy? What do you mean Wimpy? Oh, dude, I've been on this bull for 3 years.
Yeah.
And you just killed him. This is sick. Can we get some pictures? I just want a picture to remember this, or whatever. What's your
Yeah,
name? What's
exactly.
your number? Now you just built a relationship instead of an enemy.
Exactly.
But elk hunting, yeah, like I know maybe it's because the elk season's coming up first. Maybe that's why it just transitions there so easily. But like elk hunters, man, we're like passionately vicious. Seriously, like it's like you either everybody like you find guys and you just love each other and you just gravitate, or it's like you just want
Yeah.
to get away and you're just angry.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of a weird animal that animal does some weird things to people.
Yeah.
Weird things
That
to
and,
people.
like, I would argue too that, like, people that know about a big whitetail, people do some pretty stupid stuff to
That too.
to try to do what they do.
That too. Absolutely. It's yeah, it's right. So yeah, I don't know. Is there right or wrong? No. I don't know. I don't think there is. It's just I think it's a respect.
It's just
Do unto
respect.
other yeah, do unto others what you want done to yourself. Right. So
Exactly.
if you think you're in it, if you would go and do an a-hole thing to somebody else, then you better be ready to receive it. You
Yeah.
know?
Or
Um,
receive the whatever's coming your way as a result of your actions.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. 100%. But that's not how it goes, sadly. Um,
It's yeah, it's I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
public land, man. It's
it's just
something.
I just think of it as a respect thing.
Yeah,
That's kind of my filter, I guess.
right.
That's my filter when I get into those situations.
Yeah.
Um, a perfect one was last year. I was actually packing in my stands in my backpack to my whitetail spot. I was just leaving the truck, and a father and son bombed up on their quads. Like, oh hey, how's it going? I had a really good chat.
Hmm.
They were from Edmonton, actually. Really nice guys, and they I was there first, so they asked like, "Hey, which way are you going?" And I just straight up told them, "Yeah, I'm packing my stand that way. That's where I'll be." And he's like, "Oh, okay, we'll go the other way." Just it was a very
Hmm.
courteous, very respectful interaction, and it was refreshing, to be
Yeah,
honest.
those
It
are
was
the
very
good ones.
refreshing.
They
Yeah.
don't happen a lot. Honestly, they
No.
really don't. It's been a while since I've had an interaction like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it should just need more of that. We need more of that.
Yeah. And I think it all comes down to like just, for me, it's like how you come across to people. Like it's just people skills, right?
That
Like
too. That too.
that's a big one. Like a lot of guys that not a lot. I shouldn't. I don't want to paint a real wide brush here, but I've had some run-ins with people that are just, pardon my French, but some a-holes from the minute you like say hello to them, and it's just
Yeah,
like it just sours everything.
just
You
right
never
off the
recover
rip.
from that, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
You know something I think gets forgotten too, and we don't have the enforcement for it. Sadly, in Alberta, we just don't have enough CEOs out there and whatnot, or people don't want to take the time to actually go through with it. But it is illegal to disturb a lawful hunt.
yes,
So if somebody is rightfully doing something, like you're going in and you know the guy's there and you disturb it, like that's illegal. You can be charged. We almost did it to a landowner, to be honest, believe it or not. I don't know if I ever told you this one. So me and Brian, um, he took me out for my birthday. He's like, let's go out deer hunting. You can take one of my rifles and stuff, right? He's like, just like trips on me. Let's go out for the day. I was like, yeah, man, right on. Yeah, absolutely. Let's tell me twice. Yeah, I can't remember. We went out to a grazing lease, like a reserve, right? Like those big, massive cattle parties where a bunch of guys, right? They drop all their cows off and
yep,
et cetera. Like whatever. Jack Pine, I guess, would be a local one. It was something like that. It was out west. Anyways, we went through it. Just it was just dead. Nothing happening. Like just dead. And then I have a knack for just finding permission and getting access and stuff. And I just started scouring maps and stuff that was close by. Anyways, like ended up getting permission from this old guy on grazing lease. Like when I say permission, I'm saying grazing lease. And
lease land, yeah,
yeah, lease land. And it looked really good, man. We drove by. It was like, oh yeah, let's hunt our evening here for sure. Like deer are gonna come out of this little creek bottom and blah blah blah. And Brian went one way, I went the other way. We sat up, and we were ready to sit there for the whole evening. It was like, man, this could actually happen, right? We're feeling really good about it. And then, dude, not 20 minutes later, posted up like it's a couple hundred yards from the road. just horn honking. I can't say the
What?
words. Can't say the words that came out of this woman's mouth. Get the f, off this land, up, dude. Absolutely insane. So I'm texting Brian. I'm like, what is going on? Right? He's just like this, and he doesn't lose his temper very easy. And it's just escalated. She wouldn't stop. She's screaming. She's saying that we're trespassing, and she's calling the cops and blah blah blah. But like, dude, went on for 20 minutes at least. So finally, Brian's like, meet me at whatever spots, right? I can't remember. Like, meet me there. Let's go to the truck. And I don't like confrontation. I don't. It's just in me. I just really don't like it because I just get pushed and then I just I kind of snap. I don't like that side of me. And so I was a little uneasy about it. And I haven't seen Brian act in any way, but he walked out. He was polite about it. And she's like, just screaming at us, who are you? Blah, 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 blah. Losing it. So finally I had enough and I pulled out my phone and I said, we have permission to be here. She's like, no, you don't. This is my land. We're like, nope, it's not. Nope, this is mine. And anyways, I said, yeah, well, who is this guy? I can't even remember the guy's name. She's like, she gets a little quiet. She's like, that's my dad. Okay, well, his name's on the lease and he just gave us permission. So why don't you go deal with your dad? And then Brian pipes in. He's like, and before that, I'm grabbing your license plate and I'm calling police and I'm having you charged. You can't do that. This is my land. Oh, dude, it was ugly. She's like, I'm getting your license plate number. He's like, do it. We didn't do anything wrong. We got the permission.
Yeah.
So, oh, dude, like an hour, it was a mess. So, anyways, finally, we just looked at her and we're like, I think he was like, you need to go figure out your family issues because clearly somebody's not telling you something. You might think this is yours. Clearly, it's not. You better go get that figured out.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's just get out of here. There's no point even hunting now. Like,
Right.
even though we still could, we won the debate and the argument, and we didn't charge them. Like, because that's the thing, you're gonna sit there until 10 o'clock at night waiting for
A CO to
RC to
come.
show up or CO to show up to do anything about it. Like, come on, like let's be real.
Yeah.
Anyways, we laughed, and old guy ended up calling, apologizing. I'm so sorry for that. And my daughter been trying to run me out of here. Her husband's a friggin' piece of work and blah blah blah. And it's like it's all good, man. It is what it is. We just came out for the day. We're just looking for a nice chill evening hunt. It is what it is. Um, Funny end of the story was I ended up shooting us a little buck that night back in that same grazing reserve. Didn't make a very good shot, anyways. That was a rodeo, but ended up shooting a little deer, and it was fun and ended well. But that's that as a landowner side or a hunter, like that's disturbing a lawful hunt.
Yep.
Um, Last year I was elk hunting and there's a road nearby like there is almost everywhere. You can't really go 3 miles without hitting some sort of a road in Alberta, period. Um, and if you do know those holes, I'd love to know where they are. But yeah, guy rolling in. I heard him drive by. He slowed down right at my truck. Just you can just tell, right? Like
Yep.
within that proximity. And then just the layer started just cranking music and then did a burnout right there. Just, and I'm like, God, buddy. If I wasn't a mile in here, I would be out there so quick getting your license plate number.
Right.
But yeah, like I think as hunters we gotta remember like it's illegal to disturb somebody's hunt. And and what's the point? What do you benefit? Nobody wins. Nobody.
Like, yeah, like you're out there trying to harvest a deer. He's out there trying to harvest a deer. So you're gonna go interfere and no one's gonna harvest a deer. Like
And now nobody gets anything. Nobody even gets yeah, like it just doesn't make sense.
it's a mess.
But yeah,
So what would be your thoughts then, I guess? Let's just throw one more kinda scenario out there. Like what
sure.
we've got a couple sets hung on Crown Land right now.
Yeah.
What if you're walking in for an evening hunt and somebody laid claim to your stand. What are you
Like
doing?
they're in my stand.
They are in your stand
Mm.
actively hunting when you're going in to go sit your stand.
Oh, okay. I got two answers. What would I want to do, and what would I do? What would I want to do is drag him out of it. Um, See, I don't know. Like that's I know the answer. I know the right answer. I would just probably make my presence known, let him know that's mine, and hand gestures of whatever sorts you can, because I still don't want to screw it up for anybody. Because I could still ground hunt. I don't have to blow it up. It's still an opportunity for me to hunt on my way out or swing a different way, whatever. But I'd probably sit, an example if there was like if I walk out and well, actually, you got to rewind because there would have probably been a vehicle there, so I would have consciously known somebody was there to start with. Um, but I'd probably just wait to try to talk to the guy and let
Like,
him
ask
know it's yeah after the fact. I'd let him know, hey man, that's my set, right? Like, um, let's
I've
talk about this.
I've had a couple different, well, I've read, like, just whatever forums and whatever, like, what would you do in this scenario? And guys would just go up and, like, talk to the guy, be like, "Hey, man, beat it."
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
I'd do that.
yeah.
I probably
Well, what's the point? Now you kick him out. This is like how I'm going to break it down now. So okay, so guys up there. So now I'm going to kick him out. Which sure, maybe you can, but actually you can't. It's public land. It's public land. It's up. It's there. Use it. You can't claim a tree. Like it's not mine. I didn't pay for it. It's not my
y
tree.
but bar some people are, "Yeah, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but I paid for the stand."
Sure. Okay. I get.
I
Yeah.
don't know, like,
I hear that. Like, and I've heard that. I've read both sides. I've saw like yeah forums and pages. They just blow up and it's just two sides just fighting. Right. It's like
it is, yeah.
it's literally
I
like
would
demon versus demon, and you're like okay, like both of these guys are gonna die. Nobody's right. Um.
I've heard the argument, like, th I don't know if it's stupid or not, but, like, I park my car on a public street. Does that
Right.
give you the right to just sit in my car?
No. If it's unlocked, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's good.
I don't
I
like,
like this. This is good.
I don't know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe a different way is like, yeah, sure, it's a
Would
public
you would
road
you
and there's a
would
parking
you f
spot.
well,
Is it your
here, how
parking
about
spot because you parked at it once before? I don't
for
know.
sure, but, like, okay, how about this one then?
Okay.
You have your truck parked on a public road, someone's sitting in it, you don't know what they're gonna do. I'm just gonna come back later and talk to the guy.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm being
I don't
facetious
know.
here a little bit,
Of
devil's
course.
advocate, but, like, that's some people's mentality,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
I
Oh
paid
boy.
for my truck, it's on a public street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
I don't know, like, I don't know, man.
no, I know. I get it. It's yeah. Personally, I would just leave. So either way,
I
you
know,
talk to
like,
the, you
I
end up
know
talking to the guy.
it's a little bit ridiculous, like, comparing a truck to a tree stand, I get that,
I
I
know.
get that, but
No, but it
people are
makes you think. It makes you think about it, though, right? Like, would you do that to somebody's vehicle? No. Okay, so right, like if there's a cabin on a lake on Crown land, does it give you the right to go in it? No, but yes, I guess, but no, because
did you
it's
invest
public
all the
land.
time and money into the building the said
Right,
cabin? I don't
right,
know, like, it's kinda twofold, right? Like, it's the
yeah,
mentality of the person who owns the thing, and it's also the mentality of the user,
right, right.
right?
Maybe the play is to hang a little note and a baggie up there. If you're in
Honestly,
this
I would
stand,
probably just be
send
like,
me a
"Oh."
text.
Yeah, exactly. That actually might be not a bad play, like, just Be like, "Hey,
If
if you're
you,
gonna use
yeah,
send me a text so I know."
yeah,
I don't know.
maybe,
Like,
but
I get it. I see both sides of it. I think I'm with you though. Like, if someone's in my stand, I'm probably just gonna wave at them and just wait for them at the truck and just chat it out.
yeah, and actually just talk about it and
Yeah.
let them know, hey man, that's my set. Like, you know, if you have a moral code, you probably shouldn't have sat it. However, I can't stop you, but let's figure this out, right? Like,
And I
because
think
I could
honestly,
never just I could personally never go set somebody's tree stand ever. I could
no,
not do it, man. There's no piece of me that would say this is a good idea.
no. Like, that's my personal I'm totally with you there. That's my personal view is like, why would I do that?
Mm, yeah,
Like, if you
that's
need to sit in a tree stand, go
nonsense.
if you need to sit in a tree stand, go bring your own back there.
Go hang one else. So go
Just
hang one
like
somewhere else.
just like everybody else has done,
Legit.
right? I don't know,
And
man. Like,
we're so fortunate in Alberta. Like our public lands are like it's pretty vast. So like
stupid
even
fast.
if you come into a section of crown land, you could comfortably, if you're bow hunting specifically, you could comfortably probably put two people per quarter
Oh yeah,
and not
easily.
disturb each other.
Yeah. I
You
don't
could still
that's just
you could still call, you could do everything you wanted to do, and you wouldn't even disturb each other. So yeah, yeah, I tend to just go the other way, even if I find. Well, so yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if we talked about it in an episode or if it was just us talking. You never know when you're like, you know, kind of like best buddies and you talk all the time and then you podcast because you're posting stuff together. You don't know which conversations you had
yeah.
in an episode or not. But like, I pulled that dummy move when I went out and was setting cams and did a big tour. I hung the camera and I was like, yeah, this will be a good spot. And I even knew in my head, I'm like, I'm running a risk. It's kind of close to the road, right? Like
Yeah.
I know people hunt here. Like it's not like I have this secret hole. It's known. People know about it. I'm running a risk. And then I went and did my big tour on all the rest of my cameras. And I came back a different way. And then I noticed this tree stand right there by like literally 15 yards from my camera.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, when did that get there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, frick, I can't leave this camera here. Right. I
Right.
just knew. I'm like, I can't do this. But now
It's
here's a flip side. That guy's tree stand is on the main way in. Is that right or wrong as a hunter to do that? Right? Like I think that's a greasy move personally. Like you could have put that thing anywhere else, but you're gonna put it on the one way in to 4 miles of crown land and you're putting it 400 yards from where you park.
yeah.
I think that's greasy personally.
Yeah. I don't know if it's hard. It's hard. Like, if it was intentional, I would say yes. Like, but I don't know Buddy's intent
Well,
behind. He might have just
right.
found the first good main crossing trail and was like,
That's
"Yep,
true.
this is it,"
That's true.
and have no idea, right? I'm not.
And
I'm gonna give the guy the benefit of the doubt there on that one because I've seen it. I've seen that where you're talking, and
yeah,
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But obviously, who knows? Really,
but still, I mean, and you have to give it
it makes
like
it makes it
yeah.
challenging for us,
Well, it does.
right?
And
But
I was gonna say, I was like, I'll tip my hat to him. It looks pretty fresh. It doesn't look like it's been there for a long time.
yeah,
Um, so if at some point he put it in there between June and that date, I'll tip my hat to him, man. Good, you're doing your due diligence. You're getting after it early. Good for you.
yeah, for sure.
Um, it's just it's just now if I see your truck parked there,
I know where you're gonna
um,
be.
I know exactly where you are, and you're forcing me to walk past you, and I don't like that.
I know.
You know, so it's like Or is he, what kind of guy is he? If he sees me beat him there, is he going to go in and still sit?
Well, and
Probably.
I think that's where, if you do see his truck or vice versa, you hope you could swap numbers and kinda hammer this
Yeah.
out.
I honestly think, I didn't mention this to you, but I think I might even do a note in a baggie and pin it, on his way up to his stand or something, maybe.
Yeah, base of his trade or something like that
Yeah,
too.
just so that we don't, I don't want to, I don't want to go in there, when he's trying to do his thing. Or
Yeah,
if he is like, and if I tell him, hey man, I'm going like 3 miles past you, so just know that when I walk past your stand, I'm gonna do it as quiet as possible,
you ain't gonna see
and
me for a long time.
and you're not gonna see me for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Like I'm not gonna
exactly,
be anywhere near you. I won't disrupt you. I won't do any of it, right? But
for sure.
um,
I think too, like, I've done measures on public land, if you aren't the type of guy to, um, where you don't want just any Joe Blow, like, hunting your stand, like, obviously people can carry sticks wherever they want, right? Like, sticks are a thing.
mhm,
But I
mhm,
usually take my first 2 steps out.
yeah,
I'll just pack them in every time I wanna hunt that stand,
yeah.
and, you know
That's good preventative, mate. Like preventative,
yeah, like,
issues.
it's not me being like, I don't want anyone hunting my stand, it's just, like, I don't wanna deal like, a lot of my stands are not close to the road, so, like, chances are it's probably not gonna happen, but,
Yeah,
like, I just don't wanna walk all the way back there and have someone hunting it, and then
yeah.
it's the thing, you know what I mean?
And for sure. Oh, and let's be honest, dude, theft, right?
Oh, and theft's another one too, right? That's literally the
Pe-
other reason.
People steal crap, and
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, both of us hunt the same way. If for whatever reason you want to hike back that far and actually find it and take it, you earned it, man. I guess you needed it way more than I did.
You did say that to me, and I'm like, "You know what? You're probably right."
Yeah, because yeah, when we hung that set, um,
I was like,
uh,
are you gonna take the
steps,
last 2 sticks down?" He's like, "Nah."
no, no, we're pretty far back here. If
Yeah,
somebody wants to take it, they kind of earned that one.
it's true.
Right? It's just it's an inconvenience. And then there's like the flip side. We talked about a pre-pod, but there was a chunk of public, and it kind of had a management group to it. Let's just say there was people that looked after it. So I'm calling it public. It's not lease. It's like private public basically, right? It's owned by somebody, but it's open to anybody. Um, and dude, I hunted this property and adjacent properties for 20 years. Like I killed my first deer on the next quarter beside it. Killed
Right.
my first deer ever with my bow, Pope and young buck. Right? We're not doing videos yet. We're gonna get there real quick for the listeners. Be patient. I know videos are far more entertaining than audio, but audio are also better if you're working because you're not staring at a video. So it's a little bit of a tit for tat. But this buck above me, I killed him. Had inch and 3/8 of deduction, like perfect. Just such a cool deer. So I mean, I had history with that spot, and dude, I found some giants in there, and that's honestly what part of what tainted me too. To like we talked about before, anyways, get off track. Um, but I hunted it forever, dude, and I put tree stands in there all the time, and I left them all the time. And I wasn't doing it to be greasy. I was doing it because um, my availability to hunt was limited. Um, I was at a stage in my life couldn't afford to drive. Man, life was hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
And my wife, man, God bless her, she would drive me anywhere I wanted to go. Friggin', she dropped me off for the day. So for me, putting up a tree stand was all about um, just making it a little easier for me and for her, honestly. And I got to get out and still hunt, right? So
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it to be a dink by any stretch. Anyways, so when I discovered my stand was gone, so I was there. She was waiting for me. She just hung out on the road. Like, honestly, God bless her. She's just things she did for me was incredible. So she's just hanging out on the road. I told her I'd be like 45 minutes. I gotta go and find these cameras because they went offline. And this is in like July. Like I had pictures, and I did have pictures of some big velvet bucks. Don't get me wrong. I remember that one joker. They had big five with double split brows. He was a big deer.
Mhm.
Anyways, I just got this sick feeling to my stomach, right? I'm like, my cameras are gone. Oh, I bet you my tree stand. I gotta go check my tree stand. So I went over to it, gone, completely gone. Sticks, stand, bow hanger, everything. I'm like,
Wow.
now I just everything's sunk. I'm like, you rotten scoundrel. So what I ended up doing was I had the contact for out there and sent a text. I was a little emotional, little heated. I did apologize to him after for taking it out on him. But yeah, I did my spiel. My stand's gone. My truck camera's got stolen. Man, this is a joke. And I vented. I was like, I've been out here for 20 years, never had a problem ever in my life. Now, like second year in of putting time into it again, and now my crap's gone. So anyways, so he ended up telling me the reason it was gone is because they took it. So
What?
yeah, so what happened was, and this is like the side effect of people thinking that you can just do what you want because it's public, right? They're pounding their chest, having a hissy fit. So they whine to the guys in charge of this property that, oh, buddy's tree stand is where I wanted to put mine. And he just left it there. It's been there for 6 months. So it was multiple people that complained about this. So they just went, you know what? We're done with this. No tree stands are allowed anymore. So they went out and they walked this entire quarter. Funny, they didn't find my one tree stand. It's actually a stand that we hung up there last week. They didn't find that one. But yeah, they took my stand down, took everything down. They took everybody's stuff down. They didn't touch the cameras. He was like, no, we didn't touch any trail cameras. Like, we don't have a problem with trail cameras. That's run your own risk, do what you want. But he's like, we literally had to take it down because people were whining. And I looked at him and I said, so because I did my work and I beat them to it, and now I claimed a 50-yard radius because that's all I can shoot with a bow. I was like, I'm bow hunting here. They're pissy. They're like, yeah. So we just had enough. We just said no more tree stands.
Wow.
So now anybody that hunts it, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have to contact them now. You can. Oh,
Did you
sorry.
get
You can hunt tree stands now. You can still hunt tree stands, but you got to pack it in, pack it out.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
do? Who's gonna do that?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Did you
So
get your stuff back?
yeah, he gave it back to me. Yeah, yeah. He was like, man, you've been so good. You dealt with it really well. You can have it back. So he he's like, give me a bit here and he's like, can you describe it to me? I was like, yeah, it's a hawk stand, whatever, and these sticks. And he's like, oh, I know exactly what stand it is. That was a nice setup. I was like, yeah, it really was. I'm
How
so glad
many how
I'm getting
many
it back.
how many stands did they take off the property?
He told me they had 10.
Holy,
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I politely I thanked him and whatever, politely ended the conversation really well. He was a nice older fella. And I just told him, I said, man, I said, this is sad to me. I said, to be out here for so long. I said, and now I'm not coming back. And he's like, wow, we'd like, you're still welcome. I was like, nah, you don't understand, man. I said, this was the icing on the cake. I said, on top of that, you have a designated parking. I even went as far as leaving a note on the way in, like, hey, I'm in here. My tree stand is in this part of the corridor. Please be respectful. And guys, dude, straight up with rifles, because I love bow hunting, right? So I'm bow hunting November plus the whitetail rut with a bow is freaking insane.
Yeah.
And dude, I had guys walking past me in their blaze orange, and I'm only 12 feet up. I'm not high. They don't even see me, and they're blowing on deer call. And I'm not knocking the person. It's just what happens. They're blowing a grunt tube like it's a duck call. I'm not even kidding. I took video of it. It's on an old phone somewhere. It was awful. and this was just the standard. This was the norm, right? And it's like, ah, man, this was my last straw. I'm sadly I'm out. Um, but that's the to circle back and go to the point. There's the other side of it, right? You complain enough,
Yeah,
you be that whiner that somebody beat you, and you can just lose it, and that's small scale. I mean, the government
100%.
and everybody above us is trying to take it away from us more and more and more. So why do we give them the opportunity to fight with each other? It's nonsense.
Yeah, it's
Like
absolute nonsense.
man up, just man up, fuck up your tears, freaking move on, or like we're talking about, wait for me, or wait for you, or wait for Bob to get to his truck and have a conversation, and not to fight him, not to whatever, like just have a conversation.
Or and well, not or and like look yourself in the mirror and hold yourself accountable.
And hold yourself
That's the
accountable. And if you need help with that, just go on Apple or Spotify, type in Held Accountable Podcast. You might leave a little better than you can. That's the goal.
hopefully that's the goal.
That's the goal. Um, but yeah, so I mean, that's the flip side of it. Side
And it
note, sorry,
oh
go ahead.
oh, I was
Oh,
just gonna say kind of to cap that off, like I've been in like you mentioned like the Jack Pine, like I used to hunt in there a little bit, just odds like odds and sod days. Just
yeah,
hey,
something to do.
I'm
Just go
near
kick in
I'm
and
I'm nearby. Let's go check it out. And some of the crap I see in those places is just like out of control. And
war
like
zone stuff, man. It's
it's it's
dangerous.
it's it can be dangerous, but like just people that just they I don't know if they just don't know what they don't know
Mm,
or what, but like I don't know, man. Like I was like I hiked. So obviously in these places there's like designated trails that vehicles can drive on. And it's
hmm
clearly laid out on the map. It's plain as day. So I hike like 2.5, 3 miles from the truck. And I come over this hill and there's just like a dude. I see an F-150. I got a photo of it somewhere. I think it's on my old phone. I should actually bring it up and share it. It's hilarious. A guy in an F-150, like, and this is like barren, like grazing land with like pocket bush
Okay.
on the top of a hill, bright blue truck with a ground blind right next to it.
What?
And he's like actively hunting out of the blind, like
What?
5 yards from his truck. Yeah, it's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
What's the thought process there? I can't
And
shoot
like,
out my window, so I'll do it beside my truck.
and like, here I am. Like, I just spent like an hour and a half kind of like humping up through these hills, like sweating my bag off just to crest a hill and see that. Like, hey, your truck, you're not respecting the rules. Like, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's just like it was a funny story, and it just kind of drove me to like it was
I'm
kinda like the moment where it's like, I need to do something different,
I'm done with
and
this stuff. Yeah.
I'm done with this stuff, and I'm hunting a different way that gets away from all of this crap.
Right.
I held myself accountable in that moment, I'm like, "I have to
Uh,
change.
yeah, this is my
This
breaking
is not
point,
it."
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, flip side, my wife, not long ago, I was talking. I think I pulled up found some pictures of some of those deer that were in and around that property. And she's like, well, she's like, I don't know much, but like, if you can't hunt with tree stands, like, you can't, viably put a tree stand up and take it down. Like, she's like, I get it. That's stupid. And they did that for good reason because now nobody's going to do it. She's like, why don't you buy a saddle? Go saddle hunt it. And I was like, gosh, you are smart.
Yeah.
Right? Because you could just hop, you could rip in there with a saddle of sticks, boom, 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 boom. You're up, hunt all day, climb down, boom, boom, boom. You're out of
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thought I had. Way too busy this year to even try to entertain that spot. Because I'd love to put cameras out, and I don't even trust that anymore. So
Right.
maybe it's calmed down over the years. It's hard to say, but it's been 3 4 years since I've been back there. Um, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Maybe there's a little accountability there too, but worrying about tree stands and just bite the bullet and get a saddle system and just hunt where you want that day, no matter what. Just camp
Yeah,
where you want to.
that's it might be honestly, it's something I should probably look at as well,
Yeah,
given where I pack my stands and sticks into, like,
yeah,
it might be a viable option for me as well.
yeah. I see a lot of value in it. Clearly not if you're in big dense spruce stuff. Like you're gonna have to still trim out trees, but you could potentially, have 10, 15 trees you spend time in the summer and trim them out, and they're just ready to go for you at any given moment.
Yeah,
Big old poplars, I mean, those are easy. That would be super easy to get into. But
100%, yeah.
um, but I mean, how nice would it be? I do like that angle of hunting. I think it can reduce potential conflict, right? Because now you're not trying to claim a spot. Um, and but B, how many times have you? I can attest to this. Have you found such incredible sign, right? And you're like, man, a stand back here would be sick.
All the time.
And then you evaluate it and you're like, oh man, but then maybe I gotta buy another one, or now I gotta go take one down. Da 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 da. Check all the boxes you don't want to with a saddle, and it's on your back, and these things look incredible. They look super lightweight. I just saw one. I think it's from Latitude. It actually doubles as a pack frame, so you can actually pack meat out on the thing.
Oh, that's kinda cool.
And it's
Well,
like a
that's
like
kinda
so
my
now
whitetail
you can just
spot.
be fully mobile
Yeah,
and not have cause any interference with anybody else.
I mean, that you what you just described there with finding great sign and how sick would a stand be, that's what I did last year for whitetail, and it sucked.
Mhm.
But, I mean, I got it done, and it worked out nice, but, like,
Yeah,
thinking back, like, that was a lot of work.
yeah.
Um,
Still rewarding, man.
it
I
was still super rewarding, but, like, how much easier and more efficient would I
Yeah,
be in the saddle? Like,
right.
w way more efficient.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I do agree. Um, where are we at here? Yeah, I don't know. I think that kind of knocks off the controversy and kind of right wrong. What's
Yeah, and, like, I think the big takeaway, honestly, is, like, we're not the ethics police.
no,
Everyone's gonna have their own opinion, but I think
yeah,
just keep the respect factor in mind. Like, just respect people.
yeah,
Do what you would want other people to do for you. If
yeah,
you can keep that in mind, I think the public land woods would just be a better place.
yeah. It'll flow.
Yeah.
It'll flow. I agree. Um, do you think? Here's a question. Do you think people that are stealing cards, stealing sets, maybe hanging cameras right beside somebody else's camera? You know what I mean?
Uh,
All those contradicted things. Do you think that that is a result of, I'm going to call it the social media hunters, the social media hunting, the big deer, the big elk, the big whatever? Do you think social media has influenced hunting to such a point that like you have to have a cell cam, and if somebody else's stuff is here, it's got to be good. This is where I got to be. And then you go to Onyx and everything makes it easier. Do you think that's kind of a result of why we have more issues than maybe we did 15 years ago?
Oh, it's much time we got here?
Well, we got time. We're only an hour 15. We got a good half hour before we're on standard time for us.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Right?
I think there becomes a little more temptation, especially you say there's more temptation around, like, the camera aspect with just knowing what's there and gaining information like you had mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know, I don't maybe I don't have the right algorithm going on my social media, but I don't see, like I'm sure it happens, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
From my perspective in Alberta,
Okay.
down south, like, I know a different like hunting in the States is a different ball game for like a
Oh
lot of people.
yeah,
Like there are so many hunters that are pigeonholed into such air quotations small tracts of
yeah.
woods that like
It's
it
big, but there's 100 guys hunting it, right?
yeah, exactly. Like it's a different animal. It's a different beast altogether.
Yeah, we're pretty blessed, honestly.
We're so blessed up here.
Yeah,
Uh, so maybe like down there, it might be the answer might be a little different, you know, but
yeah,
I don't see it up here, and I just think that we have so much land and comparatively speaking, small, so few hunters.
yeah.
Like, there's no reason to do any of that.
It's true.
I think that's just my
Okay,
opinion.
no, it's
Um,
good.
what about you? What do you think about like what's the
Well,
answer to your own question there? I don't even know if I
well,
answered it, but
no, I don't know. I no, the reason I went that route is I always try to have structure to a podcast, and you know it. Like we do an episode, and we tried a couple times. We didn't release one or two because it just didn't feel right. Right? We like being off the cuff, raw and cut, just having conversation.
yeah.
But as we're talking, I was like, man, I kind of put some notes and some questions. Okay, so that was kind of one question, which is fine if you're just the guy that's going to answer them. That's cool. Um, here's that was like part of the first question, right? Like, as social media have essentially made public land famous, right? Is it good or bad? Which is you
Okay,
kind of
okay,
you kind of you kind of touched on that. Like, has it made people act differently, right?
I
Um,
I don't think that okay, now that you phrase it like that, my
yeah,
answer is
it's
a little
sorry, it's
different.
I worded it terribly to start. This is what I wrote down is far more merit than what I just said. So
I think my answer still it's st I think it's still bigger down south.
yeah,
Like, the whole Western hunter, public land elk hunting, like, that became a real thing, like, whatever.
huge, hey,
Let's
like
call it, like,
just like
8, 9 years ago type of thing.
that backcountry, remote, blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Yeah,
I don't know if that really took off here the same way it does down there.
no,
I think it's I don't
I
think it's
think
the same.
I think in Alberta it's leaked. Like that definitely leaked.
I think it did.
I'm not a mountain hunter, so I can't really speak on that part of it. But I do think it definitely leaked in because there's even a part of me. It's like, man, if I just go a little further, I can separate myself, and then and you kind of do get pumped up by social media. You can't deny it. Like if you're
Well,
engaged and you're watching, videos and clips, like
it's inspiring for
it is
sure.
right.
It can be
It
inspiring
makes you think differently. So if it did that a little bit to me, I could do a lot to somebody else.
for sure.
Um, Another question here. Well, I think we'll end it with these questions, and then I think that'll be a good way to
Sign it off.
to close it off. Um, here's a big one. This one might go a little while for conversation. Um, and we'll keep it specific to Alberta. This is a big one. This one bothers me, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it bothers me. Should trail cameras be banned on public land?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
What's your basis on that one?
I don't know where the angle would be for banning them.
Well, it's the conflict. It's just that whole competition aspect of it, right? Just it's like it just kind of gets a little nonsensical
I think
and gives like so much of an edge and creates competition. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, that's fair. I think for me, oh, that's good. How do I phrase this?
Okay, let's ask a different question. Would public land hunting look different if there was no trail cameras? In means
uh,
of pressure and people, would you think that would change it?
I don't know. I think in certain ways, yes, it would. And
Hmm.
I think we kind of touched on it on the Trail Cam podcast, but like just having more information and being able to make better decisions to give ourselves the best opportunity puts like that more pressure on those deer.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same token, like, I think a greater tool than trail cameras is e-scouting.
Okay.
I think e-scouting and the use of Google Maps, Google Earth, at least for me, like, put me in better areas than I would ever know looking at a
Right.
you know what I mean?
So in some ways, almost e-scouting, and
I
like in
think it's
Alberta, we have iHunter, right? So now you got land maps and you got public land.
yeah.
It's all blotted out. You can see everything. Like in a way, that probably adds more pressure than trail cameras. Is that where you're kind of going with it,
Um,
or is
yeah,
or
because
that
I
or
think
that could be another question? To be honest.
I think it yeah, I kinda bled over. I think there's yeah, like, I think there's more competition and more pressure with trail cameras for sure,
Hmm.
but I don't think it's that detrimental to, like, public
Not
land.
not enough to ban them.
No.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's not like you have, like, in Arizona or something weird where New
20
Mexico maybe where you have, like, 40
20
cameras
cams
on
on one, yeah, one
yeah.
water hole.
Yeah, exactly, like, you don't
Yeah,
we don't have that issue here, so I don't think it's something we need to go I don't think that's a path we need to go down.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Um, to answer it, if they did ban them, um,
Yep.
it would bother me, but I think I'd get over it quickly.
I think it would bring to be honest, I think the quality this is gonna sound stupid, and
Yeah,
maybe it is, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think the quality of deer will go up exponentially.
I I agree, but I want to ask you why.
You don't know what you don't know.
Right. So I think for me that I could see it immediately because now, you know, I'm gonna speak from my own experience. If I didn't know these giant deer were around and I see a 4-year-old 130, beautiful, heavy, whatever, 4x4, I'm smoking them and I'm going home happy.
Right?
And now you got these bigger deer making it because you don't even know they're there. Right. So now, like, everybody emphasizes, well, I got, right. What's the thing? Man, did you see the pics I got? See the pic of that big 180? And then that's just the focus. And then, and I think you have to admit that it helps kill bigger deer, period.
I think so. I mean, I see both sides of it too, right? Like, you know well, here's the other thing. I think it's kinda twofold, right? Like, you might smoke a 130 or 140, 150, whatever that looks like, and you don't even know there's, like, 2 170s and a 180 on your property or in the
Right.
area.
Right.
Um, but I also think too, like, it brings where am I going with this? Um, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No, these are big questions. So,
Like, y I think okay, I remember, I got it back now.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I just think that with a lack of trail cameras, I just think I don't know, for me personally, like, I wonder if the harvest rates have changed. I would love to know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the metric would be, whether it's like and I know this would, like, you would never really know, but, like, what would be the average age of a deer that was shot pre-trail pre-trail camera versus now?
Yeah. And I think you have to isolate that to cellular because
Correct.
if you got to go pull an SD card, that's not helping you at all.
In
Right.
the
Like,
moment, no. Yeah.
no, in that moment, it's not helping you
It might make you
whatsoever.
but it still might make you aware that, "Oh crap, I got a 180 on camera, like,
It's true.
I'm holding out for that guy,"
It's true. Yeah.
right?
It's true. Yep.
It would just be like, I look back at, like, some of the photos from, like, my grandpa and stuff, like, yeah, he shot some nice deer, but by and large, like, they weren't and I know that's just, like, one little guys have been shooting big deer forever, but it seems like going through our photo albums, there wasn't a ton of huge deer
Hmm.
being shot. I don't know. I don't know if there's any correlation there or not.
I honestly, I think there is to a degree. Like, um, well, I'll be straight with you. My deer I shot. Um, all those years ago, my first one. Like trail cams, dude, I maybe had a couple of 35 mils, and like half the time you couldn't even afford the film, or I couldn't afford the film,
Or
or to
develop
even
it.
pay for them to be
Developed.
developed, right? So like when I shot that deer, I just spent a lot of hard time scouting. Like I was watching this field with my spawn scope like 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
I figured out, okay, so they're not coming out here. So they got to be doing something else. What are they doing? Oh, I saw them cross the road over there. That's weird. And I just started putting pieces together, and then ended up getting permission. And I just saw this little funnel right on the edge, and I was like, you know what? They just got to be coming through here. So I just took a chance, and I knew that there was big deer. Like I wanted to shoot the 170, um, but I could just couldn't turn it on. This deep this buck was right underneath my stand. Like it was just so
Gotta do it.
perfect. I just had to do it, right? But I had to physically put in the time to see the quality of deer, to see those bucks. So um,
I really think just use the trail cameras and e-scouting, like, can get you in really, really good areas in, like, an eighth of the time it would take you to find those areas,
it's true.
traditionally, like,
Yeah,
20 years ago, right?
yeah, yeah.
And that's just a fact, like, I don't know, I think you can't really substantiate it, but it's
No,
tr like, I've become using the tools that we have at our disposal, we've become so efficient at
it's
finding
true.
where deer live,
Yeah,
good areas.
yeah. Here's an interesting question though. Are hunters getting softer because of technology?
What do you mean by softer?
Well, kind of like I
Lazy?
just said, like back in the day, 20 years ago, I was physically driving, scouting, walking, looking.
Mhm.
Now I can just sit at home and pull up on X. Oh, that looks like a good man. Oh, look, that looks like a good man. Oh, that looks good. So it's like softer in the aspect of like we just rely on technology to do the work for us more than as a whole, as a general population, that we use technology more than we use our own skill sets. So, quote unquote,
Um,
hindsight, quote unquote, softer, right?
I don't yeah, I would say yes, but also, like, I think we're more, um and I'm not this is not a slight at anybody or anyone listening, but this is just a big broad stroke that I think today's hunter is more they're more tactical. They're more
Mm.
precise. Back in the day, what'd you do to kill a deer? You went on a deer drive. You're like, "We're pushing this bush, and we're gonna have
Yeah,
3 shooters out the other end," right?
yeah.
Like, that's not what we do anymore.
No.
I mean, a lot of, like, I'm sure deer drives still happen, don't get
Oh
me
yeah,
wrong,
it's just not as
but, like,
frequent. Yeah.
when you're talking to guys in the store, like, "Oh, yeah, I shot this buck on a deer drive," it's like, "No, I've had history with this deer, like,
I know.
I've
Yep.
been" you know what I mean? So, like, I
Yeah.
think we've been more like, yes, I think we're softer in a sense where, like well, actually, no, you know what? I don't think we are. I think the boots on the ground still happen, just the tools at our disposal is making us just hunt different and more
I like
effective.
that. Yeah, just a more advanced tool belt, right?
Yeah,
Like the handsaw goes to a corded electrical, and now you got cordless. I mean,
exactly.
you still have to cut it, you still have to frame it, you still have to do the work.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I would agree. It's just it was an interesting thing that popped in my head. So,
for sure.
um, okay, so here's the question for both of us to end it. If someone dropped you into a brand new piece of public land with no Onyx, no trail cameras, no pins, no cell service, and you couldn't watch any YouTube videos, would you still be successful? Or has technology quietly become the hunter?
Do I have a compass at least?
Sure.
Um, I think I'd still be successful.
Yeah.
For myself personally, I hunted pre-technology days,
Yeah.
so I feel like I'd have a pretty good shot at it.
Yeah.
I can read terrain without looking at it on a map. When you see a piece of bush, you're like, "Yeah," or like a terrain feature, you're like, "Yeah,
Yep.
that's you know what I'm talking about.
Dude, just recently where we hung that sand, this is why I agree that I would say the exact same answer. I think I would do just as well, if not maybe even better. I might even argue. Um,
Because you're
just
not
because
you're
I'm
not
not going to be
overthinking
playing
it.
the mind games. I'm not overthinking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're just seeing
Um,
what's in front of you and making a decision.
right. Like if we pulled up Onyx and we saw, right, we were looking for specific features. We were looking for some spruce, like a patch, looking for that transition. If if you pulled up Onyx and it showed you, I mean, you just walked to it. But that day, dude, Onyx was no help. Google Earth was no better. All this technology did not help us.
Yeah.
We just literally started crashing bush, beating bush, pointing our finger in a direction and going, we need to go through there. And hopefully we find a trail and we can get through it. And
Yeah.
then, and we were just looking at the lay of the land and it was like, okay, well, you know, there's some water source there. And, spruce typically grows around a water source, a little more wet areas, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We ended
And
up
then we're
finding
like
exactly what we wanted.
and then we're like, "Oh, yeah, here's a everything has to come over this ridge into this bowl to go to the water. Yeah, let's
Right.
go get it." Yeah,
There's a
there's
nice little pinch
telling
point. Here's a little
yeah,
funnel. Oh, look at that. There's fresh elk poop. Boom. Right.
yeah,
So, and we did that without technology. So,
yeah.
um,
We spent, what,
yeah,
6 hours with technology trying to figure it out, and we ended
yeah.
up just not even using it.
And then, literally we stood there. Yeah. We ended up kind of both defeated in a short little way. It's like, oh man, like this isn't what we thought. And then we just went with our gut. It's like, no, we just need to go that way. So, um, I think technology personally for me, it gets me there. It gets me close. I would have never found the spot without it.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but looking at it on a bird's eye view of technology, it actually has not helped me one bit.
Yeah,
All the key focal points of where we're seeing the elk and we're seeing the moose and getting deer movement was all from boots on the ground.
correct.
So
I
it was
wonder,
not from a
though
map.
I wonder if, like, say, someone that started hunting 10 years ago, fresh into it,
Yeah.
what would their I wonder what their answer would be. It'd be
Mm,
just interesting because we come from a different
right.
era.
Yeah. Yeah. So more new age.
Yeah, someone that,
Call that new age.
maybe somewhere around COVID or just before,
Ah.
they had all these tools available to them, like, right off the hop. Like, I wonder what their mindset would be, you know,
Yeah. How they see
approaching
it.
something like that. Would be
How they
very
see it.
interesting.
Yeah. If I said, hey, sent him a pin, this is all you get is a pin. You just on a non-satellite view map, and you are going to drive there, and I want you to go hunt it. Like how do you feel about that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, it'd be interesting. It would be super interesting.
Well, throw it out there if anybody's listening that's in that when you started in that time or that age category range, or maybe you're just new at that time. If you want to reach out, that'd be so cool. I'd love to
Yeah.
hear about it.
Yeah, I'd love to get that perspective.
Might even be able to drop an episode about it, to be honest with you, because that's a really good angle. I like that. Because we get so narrow minded on our own thoughts because of where we come from and what we've been doing, and we don't see that outside perspective from somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. It's always interesting. I always try to, like, even just talking with guys, whatever, while we're looking at guns or, like, usually the gun counter is not a great place to learn from
No.
people, but I try to, like, take something from everyone that I interact with.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, sometimes it is interesting to get perspective on whatever the heck we're talking about. It doesn't even have to be hunting, right?
Yep.
But yeah, just having other people's perspective it just makes you better
Yep.
at the end of the day.
I agree. Yeah. In a roundabout way, just respect people. It's the conclusion. Respect people. You want to others what you've done to yourself, and turn your ears on and listen. I think that would make everything better, and we wouldn't have to blame technology, trail cams, or tree stands and all that crap. I think we could mitigate a lot of problems just by doing that.
Yep, I agree.
Yep. Wow.
Look at that, right on
Boom.
time.
That was a fun one. Is it bang on an hour and a half?
We're almost an hour 40.
Ooh. Oh,
It's
that's
alright.
not bad. That's good. Man, this
Fabulous.
is a super good episode. I enjoyed this one a lot. I hope people listening are can take something from it too. And I'm not sitting here like I'm all righteous and pointing a finger at you. Like, yes, you got to hold yourself accountable. Um, you look after you at the end of the day. I don't. I don't tuck you in at night and tell you that you shouldn't sit somebody's tree stand. That's on you. We're all big boys, big women, and if you're new, um, new hunters need good mentorship too. And I think we're losing a little bit of that as well. But
For sure.
yeah, thanks everybody for listening. I hope you're a little better after you left and than you were when you came. And maybe we should drop a little. We can drop a little teaser. We got some big episodes coming up here in the future.
Yes, we do.
So if you haven't clicked whatever it is, follow, subscribe, whatever it is on your podcast, I suggest you do so. And hit up the Instagram, Held Accountable Pod. There's some cool stuff happening in the future. We're just not ready to drop that bomb yet, but
It's in the works for sure.
so, yeah, it's in the works, and it's all thanks to everybody listening and partaking in it. Honestly, the numbers on social media don't reflect the growth, and I, for one, am so grateful. Looking back at the very first episode to now, wow, never would have thought this was actually going to happen. I think in a conversation with some of the stuff we're going to drop later, but talking to a specific person, I told him flat out that I didn't expect this to go 2 years, 2 seasons, and now the third is swinging, and dude, it's been so fun, and it's thanks to everybody listening. We got obviously as hosts and stuff, we got to do our part and put it out there, but if you guys don't receive it, and you don't like it, nothing happens.
Nothing
So
happens. That's right.
so very appreciated, very awesome. Um, yeah, man. You want to add anything?
No, that's a pretty good sign off. I guess maybe the only thing I want to add is it's like less than 40 days to elk season. So
Yep.
um get prepped and get going and best of luck to everybody moving forward.
Yep. And come listen to our episodes before you elk hunt. It's you're gonna learn some stuff. I can promise you that. I'll leave it there.
Yeah,
I'll leave
absolutely.
it there. And we're gonna be pumping out a lot of elk episodes. I can see it happening. So get
Especially with
ready,
our
Buck.
some of the guests we have lined up here in the next couple weeks.
Yep.
So
Yep. That's enough teaser. Just come back and listen.
it's right. All right.
All right, fella.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure, as always.
As always.
Yes, sir.
Bye for now.
Yes.